Today na Monday, the 11th day of July 2022. On Tuesday, the 12th of July 2022, Parliament get for discuss the 2022 Public Election Bill. I know say a lot of we just notice the PR system when are the proportional representative. The proportional representation. Anywhere where you hang jam. The PR system. Now they make rounds on social media. But there are other things them inside this bill we go disenfranchise a lot of voters them. Not for able for votes. I don't know if waiting the inside this bill we were in the United States. We see waiting be happen when Obama be win. And after Obama don't win, the pumuide then be kind of incident say no waiting. Look like say then Latina and then black them and then make Obama win. So let will come with some kind of a system. We go make them people there. We go make an tight for them for able for win next election. So then come with some laws them. Different states then take their own. Well, we own country, we don't get different states then. We get one. But let's just read for you one of the proposed section with the inside this bill here. Yes, section 13, 1A of this proposed Public Election Act 2022. For make the inclusion of voters NIN. Remember, we don't deal with the NIN number now, not so. For make them a requirement of the registration record. And this new requirement provide inside this section 14.1a a direct attempt for incorporate the National Civil Registration Authority registration requirement into the election process. I remember on the PR system, is it on Friday? Now be Friday, Now be Friday, we then do the debates with Dr. Julius Spencer. He go in favor of the PR system. But when they turn the mic to the audience them, he not be able for all man the point finger para he surrender. He not be able for beer. He say he not even read it. Before you can start, because inside you even get now the one they make the most rounds on social media and the proportional representative. You get Honorable Abdul Kagbo and Honorable Indolo Givao, and then all two be able for make we understand small what's in the PR system. A lot of people they say, why make na last minute to election? They want for can move the bar of the goalpost. Why make? Inside the PR system, inside this bill, it give the president power for fire the commissioner, the election, NEC commissioner, or now they say na Electoral Commission Sierra Leone. The commissioner when Mohamed Kone. This bill now give the president direct power for firearm for gross misconduct. Gross misconduct. Who determines what's in a gross misconduct? So like how the one them way not in favor of this bill, this entire bill. You get bokutin the way the inside the way it make person catching it. The one them way not in favor of that particular section, they say okay, like Unfa Ali, na him be na APC IRM not so, and na him call results we make this present administration in a power not so. So the one them way not favor this side, they say, what if then try for quiz Mohammed Kone, when are the electoral commissioner, then try for quiz and say, well, this result not look favor we, but turn them for we. Then Mohammed Kone say, no, me I get me name for keeper, I get da. I know they agree for do am. Then who don't know nothing. Then the president say, waiting, na gross misconduct for one or two things, then fire Mohammed Kone. Just like that. The one them way not in favor of this area, yeah. And then they see. So why the president for inside the bill now they don't put and they say for fire the electoral commissioner for gross misconduct. He can fire him. Another part where they inside this bill we say if like constituency 110 who side them broke ballot box. Law say that they per count. Then alaka inside. For one reason or the other, them broke ballot box na that particular place still they count. Inside this bill, that particular polling station then they cancel and they know they count them. Because then go make ala where then they count, then broke ballot box. They want them where they against that particular section where mostly now the APC say, no, look like what's happen at constituency 110. We see minister. We see minister, all box, ballot box. We see the people them way all ballot box, we broke ballot box. So what if we be saying now we strong all them, then go make ala they done and go broke ballot box. Then they say now, oh, them ballot box, them polling stations, then they cancel it all. That means to say we. Then a APC that means say we don't lose. Again, Bokutinde inside this 2022 bill where now the one at the pick so for you. Michael Kuka say Tripoli. I think say the president still get power right now, under right now, for fire the electoral commissioner for misbehavior. Yes, that's true. He still get right. But my brother, what's in okay, misbehavior and gross misconduct. What's in a misbehavior? What's in a gross misconduct? Who determines the wire? Are the courts? Are the president? Are the cabinet? Who do they determine what's in a gross misbehavior and what's in a misbehavior and what's in a gross misconduct? Because na broad term that one day. Would they call for the overall of the constitution? But look like if I say the one they all put they ain't get waiting and they look for. All man gets waiting na in own aim inside this one. Okay. Under the PR system, let's just listen quick here. Let's just listen quick between Honorable Abdul Kagbo of the APC and Honorable Indolo Gevao of the SLPP, where everybody they try for putting case across under the PR system. Yeah? Then we can start proper. So because some people they say they don't understand, well, just listen these two debates. Yeah, just listen and two people here. You go know on the side of the SLPP why they want to implement this at this time, and on the side of the APC why they say no, they're not saying at the right time this for come with the PR system. Yeah? There we Jeremy Bangali he say gross na by kilo. Papa, yeah? A gross misconduct right now. That's what they look for. But let's listen then to honorables, yeah? Let me see if we're able to pick sense out of what then they say.
Honorable Abdul Kagbo, as the party in one way they against the PR system and then believe say the Electoral Commission for Salon for continue with the constituency system where the country they practice now. You don't listen to Honorable Gevao. Him believe say with the introduction of the PR system, you will get member of parliament them from all the region them na the country representing different political party, and the issue of stronghold no go too common again among the political system.
Well, the problem I always they get with SLPP members of parliament on this PR system, they know they explain to people for let them understand what's in the PR system they about. Then go just say stronghold by election and they not go fet again. We general election, they know they fet. Yes, let's go to explaining what's in the PR system they about. Let's take me on district as for example, when I put local district. Under the PR system, no constituencies no dey. Each political party they send, if let's say Polok on 10 constituencies dey. Each political party they send 10 names to NEC. In fact, 20 names, because they send the substantive, they send other person. So that if that person they die, that other person they replace them. So then they send 20 names for them, 10 constituencies, then they to NEC. Each of the political party. First disadvantage of the PR system, if you're not independent, you know they ever stand. Except you in a political party before you stand. So one, we get the freedom of association. As we get the freedom of association at the constitution, we equally get the freedom of disassociation. So you don't deprive them people and the way no they in a political party, not for participate in the electoral process. We feel say that they crude, we feel say primitive, and we feel say it reduce the democratic credentials of the country. But not so that they are the problem. Yeah? Where the political parties then send them, names them to NEC, then they send them by priority. Let's say APC they send 20 names. And then go say, something Honorable Latif we de Poloko na in the force, Honorable List na in the this. Then me Honorable Abdul Kagbo, something then go put me name 8. Then NGC where they send, then said they send 10 names. SLPP then said they send 10 names. I will tell you the disadvantage. Where they don't count the valid votes, then they shape them by percentage. And if you look at the bill where they can go under this 12th schedule, then do the mathematics, how then they work the percentage. Yeah? So where then they shape as percentage, where then they begin count, based on the percentage, let's say the 10 seats na Poloko, let's say APC gets 70, let's say the total number of valid votes na 10,000 votes. Then out of the 10,000 votes, APC gets 7,000. The 7,000 votes where APC they get, it means say out of the 10 names that way APC send, now only 7 people, the first 7 9 they go. Me where they 8, I know they go parliament. Yeah? And let tell you the effect. Sometimes then the way you put parliamentary box, the people then go say, hey, Abdul Kabo in name they do. Hey, Abdul Kabo na we on picking. Na yeah. We want them for Lego parliament. So the people then they go vote for the parliamentarian seat for APC because they know say them picking they win na Abdul Kabo. They don't assume say, just for assume, Latif na possible they elect na Poloko. But don't assume say, in this event, the people in Poloko say, no, we no want Latif where they force. So we know they vote for APC under parliamentarian because the way they say Naya, we don't want them. You understand? So when they count the percentage, all me votes where I get, it transfer to Latif because now in name the first na the list. So now Latif now in they go na parliament, me where the people then vote for na me own area because they want me, and not they go na parliament. But not so than they no more. Let's assume the first person, because all the political parties they know they anget before they send the list. Yeah? APC can send list, SLPP can send list, NGC can send list. Assume say the first person wey dey na APC list na from Lonsari comot. Then the first person wey dey na SLPP list na from Lonsari comot. First person wey dey na NGC list na from Lonsari comot. So after they don read the result, don count the valid vote, if APC send one person from Lonsari, SLPP said the first person na from Lonsari, NGC said the first, it means say Lonsari alone they get 3 members of parliament. When you go can Kafubulum, they no get member of parliament. So now Lonsari member of parliament go dey comot for can oversee Kafubulum. Or na Wellington member of parliament go dey comot for can oversee Lumley. Lumley no go get member of parliament, but virtue of the priority of the list wey dem send. And 3, not all the people again they determine whether they go na parliament. Now the political party, now they determine. Now the names where the political party they send, now the neck they take. So the people have no business in determining whether na the MP. Even if they not see the MP,
Honorable,
the MP not represent them well.
Honorable, according to you, this particular introduction of the PR system will be a threat to democracy.
For sure, it will deprive the people from having their right to choosing their MPs.
Make a land, please. With the constituency system, una member, una constituents them now, I can get contract say send me na parliament. I go ensure say I make bill them. I take part and debate say we go benefit una. But now introduction of the PR system. Why you think say now this particular system, the ECSL of Salon with the in partnership with the office of the AG, why you think so now then they bring this kind particular bill before now?
Now the need for Terry, now the need for carry that question answered it. Because in 2001 when they introduced this bill, now because we've been just come on a war, constituencies they not been there. You see, constituencies, census, they not been do census. Constituencies, they not been there. And government need for one. There has to be parliament. Now I make them. But this process been failed. That was why we reverted to the 1-member constituency system. Now, if you carry this bill, you they tell the people that we carry it now, the people that we carry it you na parliament as member of parliament, the people that we vote for you can parliament say, una don't vote for me, I don't can parliament. Now they can make law where they deprive una, not for choose me again.
So,
which is bad.
Honorable Abdul Kabo, you
Yes,
think,
ma'am.
say, if this system go on the fact on the winners take it all, I mean, change no go day in whatever people in the constituency can expect from the member of parliament in terms of development and other things.
Which one are the winners take it all?
The PR system, you say, if now not all people at the peak order for represent them now party, you think so, a lot of give me a question another way. You think say the allegiance of whosoever go in a parliament and loyalty go more to a party rather than people like constituency?
Now, my party they send me name, so why I need for go to me people there?
But
you know they meet the people there, you know they talk to them. Now you party they get business with because even if na Honorable Abdul Kabo the people they want, say they want. If the party not sending him, he no go ever go na parliament.
But again, another view they say now we look at even when people in a constituency they choose whether they want to say that this person will get interest par. Most members of parliament don't live up to expectation of promises they're willing cannot make to people in the constituency.
The people then go get the right for vote the person out in the next election. But now then they say, even when the people then displeased with the member of parliament, if the party send them, the party put in name 1 or 2 or 3, it put in name before, it will still enter parliament. Yeah?
They talk this because you're in an opposition where you know say if this come to reality as in this proposed bill, it will affect you directly.
No.
On another waiting for the bill review.
Let me make this point clear. Remember we maybe they do in introduction. It say currently me na the interim secretary general of the party. Yeah. So I'm not there in a position where I'm afraid say sometimes my party no go send me name. But we just believe say we not for disenfranchise with people them. We not believe say the people they always forget say some of the members of parliament them they don't disappoint them people them. They not do nothing for them people them. So they want car with law for make them people they not decide again who that for kind of parliament, which is what we are against.
Will they continue to quickly to Honorable Indolo Giva we see
yes,
you are coming.
We get for be patriots in this country. This is my own view. I support the PR system because I believe say in the last constituency delimitation, serious gerrymandering them in Duam. And that gerrymandering not fair to you because some areas are oversubscribed as far as representation concerned, and some areas they're undersubscribed. We they get new cities, then they emerge. So let me give you an example. So let's say a district like Karine, for example, has a representation of 8 seats, and the population not actually account for 8 seats. The only way where you actually able to get the true representation for that district now for go by a PR system. We first of all get for determine first the total number of people in that district they do the mathematics, able as ascertain how many seats that district they forget. So by so doing, no political party no they can talk say Bombali forget more seats than Kailam.
Honorable Gevao, according to Honorable Abdul Kawo, in 2001, immediately the country come out from the civil war. They introduced this same PR system because constituency they not been there at that particular time there. And now again, on our for introduce this particular system where we see statistics salon just don't conduct the midterm census, and also statistics salon get data of the population of the country, constituency, then they wards, then they.
My lady, the word introduced by my colleague, now misplacement of the diction, now part of the constitution. If you read the provision where this act they come with, it say a general elections of members of parliament other than paramount chief members of parliament shall be by A, the one-member constituency system under Section 32 of Section 38 of the Constitution, or B, the district block representative system in accordance with Section 38A of the Constitution as set out in the 12th schedule. So like I've been done say, this PR system now part of the Constitution, we grown on. We not they pull them from the space. We not they reintroduce them. And the Public Elections Act not just talk say this election next time they go by district block. It also don't say the general election can either be by first past the pool system when a A or district block systems when a B. When you read Section 38A, I hope you get the amendment. It give you the condition where go lead to district block system. If you read them, I get the text of them. That like you write, let's say, if constituencies are not delimited, then the president in consultation with the Chief Electoral Commission go direct say, let the next election be held by district block system. That na part of the constitution. I not been the parliament, it not been the parliament. So all of the argument na self. I'm not saying they afraid them political structure, but so long as it sits well for this country, we say we not go get so much chaos. We say this will country is so pluralized.
But a lot of MP them, Honorable Gevao, the first time when I begin look inside this particular bill, a lot of MP them, including member them from Union Party, where na the Salon People's Party self get issues with this particular PR system.
I beg to differ. The one that we me don't talk to. Na my own bench, I'll tell you 99.9 day in favor. Every MP we really don't look at how expensive, how oversensitive by elections and the benefits of PR system. I sure say them go support them. The only person every MP go get fear for say, well, sometimes my name not go there, but that is self. And so, me not they look at self, me they look at the general good of the nation.
Honorable, you think say the concern from the opposition party in APC, they really understand the PR system for say the issue of candidates, not just based on symbol, party get for the get to candidates, not all the party get for vote for the candidates. You think they really get much understanding on that? I mean, for to away them fear?
Well, now then they make with the say, make them look at the act very well, make them come, make debate them. PR system, every political party where you really want for vote, where you want for win. Imagine whatever vote you get for members of parliament also get for add-on for the presidential vote. Unless if you want for lose the presidency. Now that makes you get for go put a very unpopular candidate na a defined demographic area who say sits there. Because if you go put a very unpopular candidate na the list, then the people then definitely get for go vote for the other party where come with a popular candidate na the list for that demographic seat there. So it will definitely affect the presidential vote. So I am saying they not actually don't understand the context of the PR system. It's a good law. That is why it is part of our constitution. Not to this bill, not to introduce them. In just the tell we now, it just the expound on and say the system of election, general election, will either be first past the pool system in accordance with Section 32, or the district block system in accordance to Section 32A, 38A.
Okay.
Continue for the routine of the program, Honorable Gevao. They come back to you, Honorable Abdul Kabo. Listening to Honorable Gevao, they encourage you now from the opposition for go back and look this particular bill according to you not get anything way na bad thing we go and box salon democracy. And also he say in belief say una not too understand it some of the things them way they inside this particular proposed bill. Although you don't try for explain some of the issues them. But if now the Honorable Gevao they encourage una for go na parliament and debate this bill and see if una go able for agree for am. Wetin na una fear from the opposition side?
Well, one, maybe brother and Honorable Gevao say they not introduce the PRA system even then at the constitution. Let me make this correction back. Because we've been common at war, and the constitution make provision for one member constituency. Now that make them come with the constitutional instrument in the parliament in 2001 for can introduce the PR system. So it was introduced in the constitution because there were no boundaries delimitation.
Has it been repealed?
You understand? They come, sir. They come. Now we say no, they're not introduced. I be always then at the constitution.
No, they say not to
now make
introduce.
I didn't talk about the repeal. You understand? They come. You understand? Then secondly, we feel say one, for law we not get people away go feel say again, me, another SLPP, another APC, and they can't stand as independent. For law we abolish independence, it's very undemocratic. It day against the dictate of the constitution, the freedom of association. Anybody will get that, equally get the freedom of not associating. You understand? So we don't cancel independent in the country.
That's not correct.
Three, no independent candidate
No,
in
that's not
Israel.
correct.
He not sabi the PR
So
system.
what you know
This man
correct
no even know
exact
wetin na-
explanation
The
of
PR
that.
system now for party you dey vote for, now for party symbol now you dey vote for, not for individuals.
Honorable
Now the
Gevao,
party now they send the
Honorable
individuals
Gevao,
there
you
now.
said that's
So if you not get
correct.
party there, you need
Honorable
stand.
Gevao, please. Honorable Gevao, you just allude say that not correct.
Agree with and say institutions will get for send list, okay? But at the same time, it is not there expressly stated that if you now an independent candidate, you not go stand. So let us assume I put my
So provision
let's
they
say-
for independent
let's
candidates.
say I put my name
Honorable
forward.
Gevao, provision they for independent
Highly
candidates for
possible. I can
contest.
put my name forward,
Say highly
say,
possible.
I dey put
You
my
know
name
be sure.
forward, say, me an independent
Now
candidate.
possibility
If I get the
or
threshold,
provision they Honorable
yes,
Gevao.
it's not express. If I get the threshold of the vote, I dey go na parliament.
Independent not they stand, then they only vote for
And they go na
political
parliament.
party symbols.
And one thing
the
wey
political party then and then they
One
put
thing
them
we
boxes
dey
there.
for
Na
for
the symbol
realize,
then they
I dey
vote
give
for.
una this assignment when we go. May anybody Google na ya. The nations the way they practice PR
Not
system.
all nations.
Okay. I mean, even the lead democratic
Manka
states
Ubati no more
are
na
now
they call other
practicing
country.
PR system. I mean, more than you can imagine. He is like I say, all of them fears na personal.
This
Honorable,
na personal. We they say let the people them get the right
Honorable
for
Gevao.
choose who that they want.
If-
If Honorable Gevao get confidence in people them, if he no say he don't serve the people them, he not for be happy for let them pull that right thing at the people their hand for let them choose who that them for. Be as member of parliament and then give him party.
Okay.
We as members of parliament, because of the investment the way we don't do now constituency, because of the way we don't interwoven with the people them, we dey insist that the PR system go deprive with people them for determine who that for can parliament. Now na party go determine them, which is why we are against
the
it.
party they also the party.
No,
get
na the
for
party.
vote. So party get
No,
for
listen.
vote.
No,
Honorable,
listen. I don't explain
Tago.
you. Let explain you this
The
back.
selection are just on giving symbol.
I dey tell you now, listen, even when the party don't give 10 people their names to neck, the party they put them by matter of priority. Either in name they force, elect them not vote for an and your area way come out, then go vote for other person. Now the parliamentary vote all then they count, then they say then they transfer the vote. You because you dey 70 that this man will name they force, now enforce the
So you
vote
think
na
say this
parliament.
will affect you directly?
It not go affect me. I tell you my position why I own my political party.
All right, Honorable
You understand?
Gevao,
I tell you, it's not for me, it's for the people.
Honorable,
Okay.
I'll bring in Honorable Gevao. Now, with this constituency system, each member of parliament gets a relationship with the constituents them. because say after 5 years you get for go back to them for renew mandate. With the PR system now, your relationship go be with that of your political party, because now you get for send you name. You think say the people them with the introduction of this PR system, the people then go even sabi their representative, then go they get conversation. The MP then they go back to them constituent them for talk to them about bills.
Very much so.
How?
I vividly remember under the PR system, my own direct uncle now being member of parliament for constituency 1, where they don't shape now, Kisi Teng and Kisi Tongi. The seat where it been win now been for that particular area. Mind you, they just send you name cash blank say now just for the district. The demographic area, who side the seat there, you send 3 names for that particular demographic area in manner of priority 1, 2, 3. So if you send me name for constituency 003, it is there directly or expressly stated that the seat of constituency 003 now are they represent. So the people where they are they definitely always they interact with them. Albeit the name they come, the format they come under a block system, the district block system. But the seat, the demographic seat, there is a specific candidate representing that particular seat, like what Incessant allude. And also, all of this argument, if anybody been done feel say this law where them been done actually amend the constitution was so much of a bad law, it would have long been repealed. But in order tell me say there is no such law, 2 or 3 or 4 MPs then go come on at the south and the east as APC MPs. I mean that's not representative democracy.
In all of this, Honorable Guevara, what thing will be the advantage of smaller political parties?
Smaller political parties, they definitely stand a chance of winning seats.
Well, not to say there's a rigid criteria where they go put in place. So if smaller political party them no meet, they no go take part in any electoral process.
No. There is no rigid criteria. The threshold, there is definitely going to be a threshold. Let's say if the threshold is 12%, like the last election, 1996, the threshold was 12 point something percent. If you're not a small political party, you get 12%, you get a seat.
Honorable Guevara, if you be there on the opposite, now this will be the same stand?
Certainly so. Right. The way Sierra Leone,
way even if we change the bill, it not get no effect. Honorable Guevara talk about this PI system. He say go make SFPP then get seats na the north. He go make APC get seats na. As the single member constituency, the 1 member constituency system, APC get seats na the east. We get seats na the north. We get seats na the south. You see, SFPP get seats na the north. SFPP get seats na western area. You see, so then they not to excuse. Then the card they say this now even something the introduction of the PI system.
So which partner the east one get seat?
Kono not to east. Honorable Tom Tucker, Isaac Tom Tucker, not to a member of the SFPP. You don't say enough for the ask me question. Me na my way there to time and very accurate. Yeah, and Honorable Tom Tucker, Isaac Tom Tucker, not to a member of the SFPP. You don't say enough for the ask me question. Me na my way there to time and very accurate.
Enough for the ask me question. Me na man way there into time and very accurate. I don't know if Honorable Guevara, you not been plan this one. You not be plan this one, But say now in this administration they use. Because even AYV on Sunday, na be Dede back. When the question of independent candidates come up, when Honorable Abdul Kagbo say, then they try for even eliminate independent candidates. You not go able because now party now they send. Now he say no, not so true. And then pass the mic game. Say well, you say not so true now waiting. Now he say, well, you know what? If you Google them, it's a probability, did it? Probability, did it? Hey, Salon. The time the way they think, say, then go even they make primaries for the people them. Let the people then choose. Let all man can sell the market to the people them. Let all man can sell the market to the people them. Now the thing they say no, when I forget the people it's not the talk. No. I don't know if is it that because even on the debate, the debate, the one that we go for, were they in favor of this one? They're not able for sell and fine because Naya with Honorable Indolo Givao able pass no more. Maybe it left to you how you take them. But if not based on them 2 years where they explain so, trust me, Honorable Abdul Kagbo to me able for make I understand her more than the bullet points that were Honorable Abdul Kagbo give. And the fire back way Honorable Indole Givao give. I not think say Honorable Indole Givao come through. You know, save the day. You know, save the day at all. And for those people that are saying, now AYV on Sunday, for those people that are saying, oh, well, SLPP not get majority in a parliament. If you listen what they talk like, what the Honorable Indolo Givao talk, na AYV on Sunday, he said they don't need 2/3. They don't need 2/3 for pass this one here tomorrow. So do ya? APC. Opposition there. No, na APC na Demboku. Udede na do tomorrow. As soon as one say una dey grab for waka kana do, they lock the remote pa una. Una dey inside it. Una dey inside it. This, una dey face this music, una dey dance am. Na make you send una dey. That workout, that way see them can make una do that catwalk, kickly, forget that una book and say una dey come on do. Una No. Una did it. Una vote the vote. Any kind way if the speaker say for team up, una team up. We go help count. Then at the end of the day, let us see how this one get for end. But if you listen to what the Honorable Givao say, he say they don't need that 2/3. Because Adi Macaulay say, but they not go win because they need 2/3. He say no, they don't need them. Because not to constitution then they amend. Then Adi Macaulay say, but parts then they inside there where they try for amend. Where obviously don't make say 2/3 is needed. So they tell una one thing. That catwalk una go and do tomorrow. No catwalk for una. No catwalk. Una dey inside it. Una face the music. Now they don't get new regulation for strangers and whatever. How for going to parliament. So they say that thing will happen the last time, not go happen again. They don't get new regulation now. So we hope say, we hope say that one they go fix. Say that one they will be going inside parliament, they go cost, they go safety, the opposition MP they say then they afraid. We hope say that one they not get for happen tomorrow because tomorrow is gonna be drama day in parliament. That one way Craig David say, I'm walking away. No walking away. We need una inside it. We need una inside it. We need una inside it. No walking away. No gather you bag come out na do. We dey give una one time because we go there by the nomot. We lock the domot. As una wan say, una the gap for common do lock the domot. Una go inside there. Na me we dey pay una. Na make una want waiting. Wait, how dem call her? Welfare bill. Na me una want all our money. Una go there. Thank you for the stars on EB. It look like say today, Because I can't late, nobody need agree for give stars na ya. But I go lock the multiple with gist no. Eh? I go lock the multiple with na gist no. Ah. Now walking away tomorrow. Ou they tell the one thing. Ou they prepare una one thing. Say tomorrow, una know they walk away. Let the stars then come. Let the stars then come. Una they walk away tomorrow. No cat walk, no elephant walk, no puss walk, no dog walk. Eh? Now una know one thing. So, ou they tell una. Ou send una there for something. As then ki send them a tip, then grab, then begin the work I say, then the boycott. No boycott, no gal cut. That thing, una did it. Because tomorrow na the day. You know? And we hope say behavior go take place. Eh? But I can say, he hope say the paramount chief them. Eh? The paramount chief them now go support this bill here. Yeah. But tomorrow though, there Sierra Leone Parliament. All the opposite sides then at the aisle. We they ask una. Or put on una best behavior. Una want ala. Una want to then go take police cam for Kampul Ulanado. Eh? Una want to. Musa for fanatiki pule you advise not to for country mama salon. Yeah? So my advice na for who's one. I don't understand na Musa. We don't want for see police go inside to man and begin pull people in Ado. No. Because them go get for reach for votes. Because they watch you now. Who they watch you now? Who they watch you now? Una not play no games yanda. Opposition, they una not play no games. No games una not play. Do ya? Una not play no games. Then una begin do something where they make the speaker call police car inside and then pull una do. They go car inside. Una no say. There. Una no give chance. Una no give chance. I hope so una don't study well. Because you see the other day, Honorable AKK Insef Camp, they analyze una don't study well. Because at the end of the day, when I don't debate done, then you get for do voting. Then you get for do voting. So now that voting in and they all thing dey. We dey wait for now. But if you no want come on do, we lock the mouth. Police, they are tomorrow. Una give them chance, but then go behave. Because we know how the system don't work in this particular parliament. They go make the police can inside and root some man and I don't then vote. Una not give them chance for make police can inside. Una just put on our best behavior. I know say people like, oh, freedom of my dear. No give chance. I don't know what me they say. No give chance. Matilda J. Cole says to man at the day where people then go get for Tgulisi, Uda na them, and Uda then they work for. Edwin says, what thing they happen with the paramount chief then? You don't forget what thing they don't give the paramount chief there. Huh. Abu Conte say he said the opposition MP them for just the day for give them points them. But the person we danger pass all na the house na the speaker. He say even if 90 MP then go say no, 30 say yes, the speaker then go end up say the eyes have it. No, this will not want answer. But again, the speaker na he come with, na he come with different way of voting. The other time say let the team up. Then APC say they know the team up. They say they know the team up. So me and the big day, anything where they say una do no more. Who they help count. If they say for team up, una team up. But that eyes have it, una want up tomorrow. Una want eyes have it too. All in favor, all against, no want time. No want time tomorrow, no want time. Because really want to see the people who they vote in. One know side the chief then they. One know who get, you know, say we get independent candidates in our parliament. We get independent candidates and they. So one know side SSF team up the independent candidates. Since they don't say this one, they disenfranchise them. Who they beg them? Opposition. That one una king ala they do who they beg una do ya tomorrow no want time. Una want time, yeah? Una just do the needful for we sarful. Sarful who they beg una. Tony said the paramount chief them, then they in favor of the bill because they're not getting nothing for lose. Okay. Let's come with Alpha. Let we hear you. Waiting in get for. Welcome on board, Alpha. You get the platform, sir.
Thank you very seriously, Triple A, and good evening, good morning to all we listeners all over the world. You know, I always they pray for people where they really, really contribute to the development of Mama Sierra Leone. Triple A, I just get few points them for make. I think now 1, 2, 3, about 4 points them. The first one I want to make a general concept about this 2022 bill where they want for pass the parliament tomorrow. You know, the very first thing, honestly, this net nine I will call them nine the magic get for play. You know, you say a text na one me other phone a text about the paramount chief them. You know, and it will be sad in say this net whether they go get for call, then get for give money, then get for bribe, then just for make this bill people support them because it's a bill that is really controversial. Yeah. The bill gets some good aspect of it. Some of the good aspects I will just mention one. Of course, they go one for they will get a specific date for any time when they say election now. So no president no get them for like a push. Say okay, me I the wait till next year when this month reach. No, I want for wait 2-3 months added to me time. So that's the one good part of the bill. But inside the bill, it gets a lot of hidden agenda way for me. A really get for take God in grace if we were able to stand against this because the ruling party now they push this bill and honestly when the ruling government or the party they push bill now parliament they have all the power then get the power now the speaker the deputy speaker they will get a your will then go play except if the people stand and as God can have it right now APC they in majority by 1 seat. So if the independent candidates, them already in a parliament and some of the paramount chief, them be bold enough, say no matter waiting, we don't want this bill for pass. Trust me, then we will get a headway. But apart from that, I'm afraid at the end of the day, partially we don't pass this bill. The majority has it. Like we know what we speak, I use for say. But few things I want for say and triple in one. If them pass this bill, the very first thing we they begin see, the political parties them don't get more power. Now than one thing we get for begin see. What do I mean by that? You know, initially or at this current moment, now we the pick other ones for we member of parliament. We can't say law, that one and now we get for choose them. You know, but when them pass this bill, there is no constituency we go able for pick other the one for represent them, no matter how talented or how gifted you are for bring development now your constituency on your area. Trust me, they are not going to be like that anymore if they pass this bill in parliament tomorrow. Waiting they happen at the party they pick. Of course, Honorable Abdul don't make them very clear. The party they pick other them feel say the one for basically represents them. And interestingly, because that the party get the power for put other one for other they represent them, you know what's they happen? The party will only pick those that they favor, other than they favor. Those way, you know, this that it's all we talk. We they condemn say the APC constitution now a selection they. But what they can see now this one bill again. This bill they give political party a clear rule for select other the one for make the parliament, and not only parliament and other positions there. So it means the selection where people let me they frown and face but now they can give full rights to political parties for pick people them we will go represent to. And the other two way people don't know, there will be no single face. You know, we country people and we not go school better. You know, people they vote by the face when they see this now pick a lot of votes for them. Now only political party symbol they did it. Honorable Abdul make them very clear. If you're not independent candidate, perhaps you get symbol, but if you not get symbol like you face you want for use, then the bill not make any provision for that. Now that make what they ask Honorable Guevara, it tell you say let them go gulam and let them, you know, because there is no certainty say independent candidates will be able to stand after they pass this bill. So the independent candidates then are parliament, if they know what is wise for them, they know say this one is there against in their independency, then I think they will stand against this bill. Another thing again what I see inside this bill we allow the people their attention to, and they can give more power to the president. Remember some time back I spoke about we constitution give too much power to the president. And that's what we are seeing in this bill. Now, this even though the president get right for sack the commissioner of NEC, but he has to go through a process. But now, if they pass this bill, it not get any process. The only process until we will say where the bill say is say if the commissioner misbehave. And I can tell you, AAA and listeners, one old parliament done it for the past 5, 10, 15 years. One green word what they call consultation. They don't argue for that word they take to today, then they argue for that word they waiting a consultation, waiting not to consultation. Imagine if they can put this wire now part of back. Other able for defend waiting a misbehavior or whatever. Confuse with where the electoral commissioner will do. So the president can grab anytime he say this person, you know, it not suits me again at the second commodity. Even at the peak or the mid of election, able to get right for Sakam because this particular bill don't give the president more power. So we have to be very, very smart enough for pick them tier inside this bill. May they not pass them because if they pass on a parliament, trust me, it's another additional weights or advantage for the president. Now, like Telopias at the peak of launching a report, then sack them. That's what we see them, they suspend them. 30 days, they're not able to reinstate them. Nothing not come up because the constitution give the president the power than they. So if they can't pass this bill back added to this, the power the president gets are big, I think would they make the president a demigod, na Sierra Leone. Another point, Triple I want for bring you see, the Honorable Guevara presents some things them I laugh. He say one thing where a project in a presentation, I mean that one person will very, very meticulous when somebody they present. He say by election the cost is expensive. I laugh. Now, who that the money they go to? Now out of the country, they go on employment they create. If they create more employment for youth them, not to foreigner, then they go take the money give. Yeah, you know how many people don't benefit out of this then by election how than they make? Many people don't benefit. In fact, they become more specialized. If you get, let's say, apply for ballot paper issuer or police station manager for the past 3 or 4 by election, and become more conversant and specialized in that area there. So when election time reach, they no need for begin crack the head again, say, Lord, begin look other with the go fed. This person has already got several experience in running an election. So let them not just put that as a means of excuse for make them bring PR system, say they abolish by election. By election, yes, People know they sit down, then glad the way then they die or resign. Now, something, unavoidable circumstances where somebody they die. Yes, so if then they make by election, one, it they give the people a right for re-elect who that they want that the community there or constituency, and at the same time, it creates job opportunity. Look where Sierra Leone did 99% of the youth then unemployed. Like put on that way for lack of better words. Yeah, we get unemployment rates big time. Then they say this they call by election they spend expensive. My dear, outside the money they go. It's not going outside the country, it's going back to the youth. And the youths are there languishing for get job. Another point where Mr. Indolo make a laugh, I love that guy seriously because I follow him like religiously. He said gerrymandering during the last census. Somebody they post now the comment. He say na do me I do you. Of course, it's very clear. These governments that do me I do you. Everything when they do, then they justify them by what APC me don't do. But again, the question will be asked, why they make census? If Indolo they say gerrymandering may take place, then they don't do census, they then continue, then they do the boundary delimitation. And the other thing where I learned from Andy Macaulay, again for fumble them, inside the Amendment Act, where nine Indolo they give out the use, he said the only way we then go able for constitute or institute this PR system now outside constituency they're not there in existence. And funnily, we still get constituencies. Honorable Indolo gave out inside they represent. It gets a constituency where they represent. And they're not null and void constituency, then they up till today where they talk so. Then constituency, then they still there in existence. And I make them get members of parliament where they represent them. So where is this null and void of constituency when I make the one for come up with this PR system? So for me, honestly, I not see the clear picture. I'm yet to be convinced for say the PR system are the best system for bringing cohesion. That's the last year I will end up with AAA. It's say cohesion. Look, cohesion depends on the government where the party where they rule or where they win the election. Now you extend your hand for bring the one that will lost election, not to the one that will not lost election. They do what you come back. No, even if they make this PR system, if the president no one for give hand to the opposition, trust me, even if una force una way inside, they will just put una under silence. No matter what they do now, past number they would in a radio, they talk. So if then they talk about cohesiveness, cohesion in Sierra Leone, the president first of all, I for don't start up. But we look with president go na radio, national radio, he say na uda no more like him, now they call for they work with. So it means all the one they will vote against them, they not like him. So they work with them. So tell me how would they call for cohesiveness, even let's say SLPP win again. The president don't make them very clear, say, in a other vote for an eye they work with, other like an eye they work with. Are we assured that we will go get cohesiveness? There is no way. And again, PR system never, I've done a lot of research, I've never seen where if they say PR system, they give cohesiveness. It gets 100% assurance for cohesiveness. It's not there. So we then just, ask things them or presume things them. Let's put it this way. Now presume that they presume. And all of them presumptions, then they are not facts. Then we can go from PR system and then the division continue for wide. When you say election, generally, as long as you get different political parties, division don't they. So outside the division, outside political party, they don't they. Outside they can bring cohesiveness. Now you will win. Now you able for draw people come back. Political parties then we don't lose the election. Now you they bring them come and say, look, can work together. Not to them they call you for can work. Because not to them win. So if we get this thing now we will get PR system and they bring cohesiveness, me I not see them and I'm yet to be convinced. So I they call on the parliamentarians, the paramount chief, let we vote with conscience. Let we save Sierra Leone from this PR system. This PR system for me is not favorable at this moment. We have to do more sensitization. We have to do more research because even for independent candidates or smaller political party, the threshold has not been set. all when you ask, when they ask the next question, then I presume nobody they presume, okay, we go make it this way, we go make it this way. So why are they forcing this bill? It's just because the bill is going to favor them. Because if they lose the election, the bill they force opposition party or can make party ruling government with the one way win the election. That's all waiting me see. And if you know they perform as MP, you go gladly because you get linked like a political party. So when they put the names there, they will put your name first or second. So at the end of the day, whether you lose the election or not, una still go get parliamentary and seats them. Even though una not do nothing on a constituency them. I think that I'm your take manager Tripoli.
Thank you
Thank
very
you very
much.
seriously, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Let me count us friend. Larry, what's in get on this one? Welcome on board, us friend. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple for giving the platform, and thanks to the listeners. This thing we don't see how it don't run throughout the weeks and weeks, but this one will take on from this angle quick. I believe say all this he try to do about representation and about democracy. See, now two things in the fight here: democracy and representation. But we see say politicians they always know they for represent the people them. But if you just summarize and in a way for understand, you go try for look say that relationship would then get for personal contact with the people they wouldn't they vote for. And that one way, then they get more with empathy, and they debate the day so. And the main initial thing. We know see other things in the inside this bill who knows that you don't mention, but this area now wouldn't they circle around that area of that personal contact where they forget with the people who represent them. In other words, they get time for the talk to them. So you even see when the minister can be and we give the illustration about local share and the day here. So that will contact, understanding the value where they will get that contact relationship with them. So then the question but again then you see say joint work no good day, that people then would become disjointed, one thing good day here and one idea good day from this side. But it all comes down to waiting really then will know see the function of democracy so they will begin now most of them they get problem now it really get a different way we want for looking from because now then they look at party list. In that party list, now people in the elect. Party members in the select. So when they select, would prioritize the list, say 1, 2, 3 up to 10, and then you get voters then what they do, they don't voting what are the franchise. But because of then they convert to their own political list, you see say the votes now, they look actually void, but in the form of void and the form of depriving the franchise power who the person forget. So then get side back to the constitution, we say that side there. But then they change and say now, what it all would they bring this summarizer, now for let all man will get what he want forget, person no go complain, person no go say I get past this, person no go say I get past this. But it bring it down to a simple formula where it be saying when they talk about this equality, when they talk about let people are not fair, when they talk about let one or the because this idea will test after the war. And we see a similar one in Ethiopia, but which they bro just go to this one as salon. Then they try for talk say now, we try for let all man get, let all man not complain. It's simple and straightforward. It go able to help let all man get equal share of the economy, wherein people will come on and go to market one day. No go just meet price change. Person no go struggle for let it get price for food go reach that bond. Transportation is different. People are not go just the free turn. They want to go get this and they go get okay. Just like distribution of things, they will go make life become basic. Where like Libya been doing in a different form, Gaddafi in the form of social life, where they introduce the all man they get. He get a similar one to communism, but like you say, all man they tap from the same well, but it depends on what you want to make, but you will become content with what you go take. But if you left that idea, then you say now at the structure, When a PR system where you don't get that equality, we don't get the foundation of all man they live okay. The economy they work well, everything they work well. They begin to bring all this at the time when if it's a place is fragile and the timeline waits for day to the next session of whatever they call as election when they near. So you see there's a different motive. But the motive will go left hand and the thing in work one. Therefore, focus on looking at equality of the economic growth. In other words, they can forget people and way accessible people then how I would go try the structure, then get the politicians then when reliable ones there, the party then the censor. Those are the things and therefore they look at. Who that then therefore they pick for let you go able for bring this equality in income. You know that they get inequality. Because when you look at the initial areas of this PR, now one of the areas that one the PR actually they look at for let them get that proportionality based on the foundation of reduce the area of inequality in life. But now then they try for look say that constitutional rule would they favor this. But if they look say one part they favor, it look like a party favor, what they call them party slates. Now the party slates you they vote the most vote for. So when you vote, you cast the vote, you cast now on behalf of that list where they don't make. And the list, something not to waiting you favor. But not so that one day they look at now the formula where they apply, looking at areas and quickly I will look at Ethiopia, which practiced in 1991 after the TPLF, the Tigrayan People Liberation Army, go inside Addis Ababa 1991, go pull Mengistu Ali Mariam. But then pull them because they will get over 90 ethnic groups. You know that was they get over 90 ethnic groups in Ethiopia. So among them, they get the one they call Aromos and the Amaras. They are group player and they call them say Tibni and Bende, not just something like that. Now they make up the larger population. The one group can they say, no, do this, so we're able to change, reconcile, and do local government. But they say, we will get a free market. But the idea was good in free marketing because that free market, now they try for look into, now bring me down where they talk about the economy, say, now even they try for get equality. So there, but it don't work. If you look at Ethiopia, it only work to certain areas, but still then get that Eritrea area where they still get problem. When the EPLF. So you see, it work in some form, but you still see it is still going with the faction. Then they bring Mika now say again the other side, then they marginalize the smaller minority party them. What will happen? Then when they absorb gradually inside the other party them, they will go end up with a two-party system when not go back. So now that one day you therefore look at again what will happen for the minority. They will be absorbed gradually by the other parties. But all this, it comes down to let we just get people who they try to think. How we go make that honest? How we go make that go do this? If not the right health minister would not say he get education for agriculture. This is what this was done and they try for thinking about. It's not easy really. Constitution will require you as a parliamentarian for go there. And then I'm there for do because una want for play football, una care for buy the best player, they spend the money for get the best team. So this is what then they try for look at now, but then they look at in the form of a team when they favor party and areas of elites. But it's actually not the right time. Now that means they try for see. Now the economy they for try fix that country. They let people let try become serious about people's lives in that country. Thank you very much for giving me the platform. But that economy it needs to be reformed rather than party voting and so on and so forth. It's not useful for that country in culture, in tradition, and with history as short. Then we try to do something who will help that country day. Thank you very much. Let God help you lead us and help you as we always help you for satisfying. God help you, sir. Thank you.
Thank
sir.
you very much, Usfriend.
You're welcome, yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. I want to say thanks to Usfriend and Alpha for their own contribution today. I can't open the phone line. But tomorrow is going to be the day. Again, opposition. News they fly around say una don't sell game. Any moves we una make tomorrow, now we go take determine wetin we hear if not true or not true. Any moves we una make tomorrow, now we go take determine. But this una for face am head on. One una put on una best behavior, una want police for kind sign, Make them begin say, oh, da 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 da, then pull on a do, then vote. And to the speaker, you know, say you no get good name, eh? I don't know if you know, sir. But you no get good name, oh. You no get good name today, you no get good name tomorrow. As thank you, Senamo Dr. Abbas Bundu. The thing that they come up for you, sir, not funny. So tomorrow, we they beg you. We want for really see other than the votes. We self want app count. We want app count. Alusain Samura help we with the different numbers then. It say APC get 59 seats, SLPP get 58 seats, C4C get 8, NGC get 4. The Paramount Chief then get 14. The independent candidates are then 3. Eh? Independent candidates. Into na doyeri. Eh? So if you be say tomorrow, una self join. Wetin they don't tell una. Wetin no they do? When I ask Honorable Indole Givao, he say probably when Umaru Fofana be the moderate the debate, when that side they come and pick up, and they say, well, then go Adam. We mean to say that you know the inside you. Una mistake votes no more now. Don't I say, oh, they be don't say then they add and let's see if they go add and they. Because yeah. Okay. And that's guy. Because the chief they own, well. I ain't that no more now. We see all the goodies them. Where this administration be don't do for them. So sometimes they go tell and say when I attempt for payback, oh, this one no get nothing for do to the chief them for represent. No get nothing for do to una. Because at the end of the day, una still inside this house. I dey open the phone line. We don't say Tuba 9 at the day. I don't know what you want to add. If you get a message. But the phone line open now. Now go straight. Please wait, just take you 3 minutes so that we go do one sharp. 3 minutes at the big. Do ya? Yes, caller. Alaji, you get 3 minutes. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much. First of all, Triple A, me, I don't know waiting for say Padisty, I understand him, but I will just give a little bit idea. You know, then they say the PR system, then they work for the people, if they, whether they pull them or they not pull them or not for the people, the people don't get a chance for votes. You understand? The people in the vote, but what thing they do for the people? You know, now they're saying that the people in the fight for. The people don't get a chance for choosing candidates, but what thing they don't do for them people here? And how much law they don't pass the parliament? Even the masses, they don't even know anything about what they go on the parliament. They don't know. Now they can say now the people in the fight for this PR system. The people are not going to vote, they don't go do this, they don't do what they want. But what have they done for the people then? If everybody don't say, okay, now the people then parliamentarians then they work for the people, you know, like but people not go support this idea here because they will say, look, the man who they work for me now, so now I want some seats. Now I want. But this PR system, it come on, the people don't care about any masses. Now they don't know what they care for. You understand? Say if it's a can lost to my understanding, maybe I don't go the inside parliament. Just can put her for let people understand. But if they work actually work for the people, then they work for the people. Yes, you know, people are going to say nothing. We don't know police PR system. Well, they're not going to say whether it come or not come, but they don't care because they work for the people. But nobody know the that would work for it. In particular, people in any constituency where now this year they can bring God will come. So me, don't take on the number 3 play. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Silla. Yes, Mike, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Just want to ask this administration question. Now the PR system, the people they want right now, for level and subsidize PR and rest now the country, now the people they want right now. Because when I no SL people, when I can bring bad laws into that country, they, yes, yeah, when I can bring bad laws in that country, they. And the same thing will happen with Pashekin thing. Wanna bring bad laws there. What Pashekin win? He adapt all the laws then they. He take all the laws then they. Now when I can bring them bad laws in that country, they wanna left. Another thing with this Abbas Bundu not in a parliament legally. Yeah, you know they in a parliament legally. So all the laws they are in the pass so with the constitution, what they want to try for pass so, they're not legal. You know, they're not legal at all. I can wonder outside the Supreme Court today. Abbas Bundu no they are legally. Yeah. So wanna be careful then Lord they are on the brink of parliament. Wanna be careful. And they are the big one of the opposition. And when I would the present government right now, when I MPs in that parliament, but I not vote for this tier. Not so these the people in want. And for once again, they're not going to sensitize the people in the whole country. Not to all man nobody it. When I be careful, then lost they are on the brink of this country. Because if we not lost election, the opposition then go adapt them lost they are, and it will be more problem for we. When I left them here, I the advice when I left them, the people they want to subsidize for them. I feel they go up to and not subsidize. The rest they go up and not subsidize. And they do nothing for the people for win vote and no want to worry about. The country they go bad, so instead of want to worry about that in an election they cancel, instead of I want to go win vote. Who's scare people in the whatever? It's okay. I can wonder if them people they vote for them really, you know, the way they treat the people they so. They just bring any kind of law. They consult the people. The people they vote. Like, you know, why let the people they vote for again? And I just want to worry about the party now. Now the party business. So now I exclude the people now. I want to stop them here, man. Now they opposition. I don't vote for this tier. Not to these people they want. I make contribution on this people.
Thank you very much, Mike.
All right.
Please, 3 minutes at the big. Please, at the big, now 3 minutes. Yes, caller, you did live on here. 3 minutes, sir.
Yes, sir. Triple A, good evening. How are you? I'm glad for hearing this debate where you bring up. And thank you for where you they bring a very sensitive debate. To me now, why these people in the rush for bringing this proportional representative? Why not bring the constitution instrument force the parliament, they trash her out before they bring this bill? Because this bill tie up to the constitution. However they do until it tie up to the constitution. Constitution instrument for trash out force before you ever go on this bill. But I blame the opposition. Why I blame them? When they bring this bill to the first reading for make attempt for read the bill, they don't make objection. But they sit down there, they all sit down there, they say they tell them say they get for go read the constitution. Come on, man. If we don't make objection the first reading, if we don't make the objection they know the people that want bulldoze, they win now for pass this bill. Then they give it the opportunity of the first reading. They don't forget the opportunity at all. If we don't master and break the new, want them. Say no, not bring the constitution instrument force before we move on this bill. And that's the thing that they will do. If they pass this bill, believe me, the opposition go suffer. They go suffer. If they don't they pass this bill. The people they will vote for them. Now for telling them, not for vote for them, for discipline them. They will not vote for them. No, they're not going to parliament. They're going to say yes. The citizen for discipline them. But And I say, don't if they miss it down, they think and they act wisely, quietly. Most they don't get all what's in it, but most of the things the most they put foot against. Now that's what they did for opposition. Opposition, that's what they did for. But when some of them, Boko of them get double close. Boko of them get double close because of money. Because of money. The speaker of the house, he's not good for talk. He's a dangerous man. Very dangerous man. I know that speaker they like me how they eat. I know when you be minister of agriculture. I know how you will be in there. I know very well. I know your attitude. I know what TV they do. I know what TV they do. That speaker they. I'm so surprised. It's a shame for Sierra Leone for pick Mali down there for the speaker of parliament. Great shame. Great shame of all of we. To be pick Mali down there for be speaker of parliament. I know I'm very well like me how what they eat every day. I know what they do now in rebuilding. I know what they do there. During APC time, when they be Minister of Agriculture and Natural Resources. I know I'm very well. It's a great shame for look there, we talk about immunity. Look there, what in that Corona now they try for say to forget immunity. When you say immunity, now you did that office, now you get immunity. We don't done, your office time don't done. If you commit any crime, the city didn't get right for me to charge you go to court and make you go defend this. So thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yes, caller, you get 3 minutes, please.
Yeah, good evening. I get one question I want to ask. The government they get the number for pass this bill, or they need the opposition for the pass the bill?
Well, you got for determine because they say na 2/3, but yesterday we to hear from Honorable Gevao, he said they don't need 2/3. So we'll go see how everything get for play out tomorrow.
If the opposition no vote with the government, they're not going to pass the bill, or they're going to pass.
They're not going to pass.
Okay. Me, I believe say what make the government no one pass this lawyer now because they say they believe say they never for win the election, so they try all kind means for let them pass the lawyer. If he sometimes this lawyer go help them for let them win the election. Me not me suspect. I don't know, but now I suspect. So na my own contribution and they take care of me, man.
All right, thank you very much, caller.
Okay, take care, man.
Yes, caller on the US line. 3 minutes, please. Who that would they talk to? I'm not getting more. Right now, the line hot. Oh, we call you back. Just hold on at the line. What so when me stars then? What's in the happen? Okay, look like say this person not be ready. When me stars, eh? Don't call somebody, you not be look ready. We just want to make it quick because now tomorrow na the day. Tomorrow now we go sit down now, watch how the game unfold and who say we day. Yes, Suma, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Oh, thank you very much, my brother. I will make a short. I will tell you, AAA, Mr. Whose friend said it, and Alaji said the same thing. Then people are need for worry about the economy. They worry about the country economy, how they will make people that like them better. Then they fight about that. You see what they fight for? Then they fight for who that forget the upper hand, the parliament. Now they fight for would I forget the upper hand? Would I forget more member of parliament? I want to correct me, brother, Michael. Not to SLPP cow this bill. According to what you understand, this bill done there from 2001. The time where the Mr. Pakababi just take over, where they not been get constituency. So this thing be done there. Now the thing this one been mentioned, but this thing
what brings so today a couple of days ago. If this thing be done, is sit down. Why did they whether I have been there, they not been found way for eradicate this thing completely? Because one other for again, like hit knock table. Let God make one okay again. So we'll not be for reaching at that point again. Wake Pakababi they will make they introduce this bill. But it be sit down there because then why they argue say again at the constitution. Why they not be fair say, you know what? One of us say we'll go again. Oh, pull this thing come out. No fair way for wrap them up so that the next one though they cannot even attempt for campaign way for make yuki for put them in. They not do them. Because the midfield say all NT and a thing and then two party they go by you whether they anything will favor you. My brother, this bill whether the pass so may they give you me word now tomorrow. If we go get a show on this, if now we go get on, I they tell you now it will pass. Show me any bill where don't come a parliament when the sitting president send from state house when not pass. Show me up. Because even if that sitting president they get less votes na parliament, the most fair way. If they're not then turn around and see if they not get vote, then go find 2-3 ministers in the opposition, or then go beat state and left their life na government na doctor hand. So then go say then 2 years they not they no come. Try they not to rumor be there. Then this year say then they invite 2, 3 or 4 APC member of parliament and a CID. Where rumor be the passage, then they try for whole guy, then they so they're not go mix pan the count.
No,
Then
not to
go spend
rumor.
all
Then they
time
invite them. They invite them to not to rumor that day.
okay. Well, look at that. No, what time they say na rumor, then the APC social media thing what be they listen to, their own explanation, their own rationale for that invite they say then they try for muzzle them so that they not go there during the counting where this count go take place tomorrow. So then they try for cut the number down. Now that not been the explanation where people will go on the social media. The chief them now waste. Even when they get up been to money 3, what happened? The chief they not go talk say we no one day now. We want for go back. Now we question now we chief 20 law go there near with people them. Mother be your budge. He no budge. Now Shaka Stephen face them this chief business. Why chief put in a parliament? They know what thing they do. And the Kroma no pull them, Pakaba no pull them, Madabi no they pull them because it benefit them, especially now when a democratic way, where you when at the sitting president, you know, say if you not get better vote in terms of member of parliament, the chief then the daily up. Because now 14, that's a big number, big number than it. Because one vote self can change with them call. So 14 a big number, and we all know the president, the sitting president or the party where they in power, 90, according to tradition, 90 chief, they always the vote with. So if they get 58, now you get 14, add 14 and 58. C4C get 8. We know say C4C they split. Sunday they were they in favor of APC, okay, always they with the opposition, but especially the leader always do with SLPP because now the guy we honest by Kroma be sacked. The time we in be the mayor na Kwedu. So he always get vendetta against APC because of that. So he always vote with SLPP. So do the count. If voting gave out saying are true, they need to go into third, 3/3. You forget 3/3 before the vote go through. If then go into head-to-head count, if you add that 58 and that 14, then subtract 2 or 3 from C4C, you add them. Now the vote they don't get so because APC don't just go get the 59. Maybe they get everybody from NGC. Maybe now with the independent, we don't clear say if this thing go through, they're not in existence anymore. Maybe then go vote by doubt because one of the independent na me on fumble Emilia na usami mama komod na Kisitonge na SLPP ground na Kailao. Maybe he go vote to them. Who knows? So, my brother, let God help we. But then 2 parties they treat we the same way. They all they mix we up. Watch. Me, I don't talk and complain, people. Me, I pray to God. Let APC win. Everything what they talk today in that constitution, they say bad. If Nasamura na the president, he need to change them. Because he therefore can fit them comfort. Na yaba ku go sit down, we go yeriba ku SLPP go they say, why una they call we? We not did it again. Just like what APC they say now. Why una they call we they? If it mean bad yesterday, let not bad today. At the same way, then self go for talk. Now make me I dey pray to God, let APC win. We go they watch. Thank you very much, my brother.
All right, thank you very much, Omar. Let me see. One person be the way. We don't start very late, so I saw we go end on today. And I believe say tomorrow the outcome now we'll get for deal with Tripoli the constitution. The framers them of the constitution and they create the almighty president. By way then give. Let me see that this start just bring this person in quick. Yes, caller, you name and who side the call from, please. Yes, caller, I return call just now, you know, answer. Let me can quick, eh? You get 3 minutes.
Yeah, Trippy. Good evening.
Yeah.
Yo, look at this thing clear. Look at this thing clear. According to Givao, and what the argument on be, this PLC system is a part of our constitution. And the argument nobody not deny. So tomorrow, na simple majority, not a new. If na amendment is the amender, na 2/3. But if it's not something within the constitution, a simple majority. So I'm just scared. I feel say the SFPP get a vote. That means they not worry. Because the 14 paramount chief and the 3 independent candidates in SFPP. So 99% I believe say SFPP get another vote. So my brother. No. But really pure this proportional representation is good bad because we will get diversity in that parliament. Because we are talking about 30% of our women disabled. Now I can tell you for the advocate now, or all go advocate how many percent would they give women then disabled people, so that we get diversity in that parliament. But whatever we are talking about, now political individual, whatever, SFPP, this first past the post, how many town hall meeting SFPP MPs that they get that constituency? How many town hall meeting APC they get in the constituency? Me, I did in support of that PR. Now all need for come together, how we bring diversity into our politics. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. All right. We lost caller. We last caller that one day for today. Again, just like how we last caller don't say, now that one day Honorable Geva say yesterday, say they no need the 2/3 majority. So now the single majority na ain't for use. Adi Macaulay argue and say no, they need 2/3. Well, we'll go see. Whatever it is, we'll go see because they need the chief them, C4C and NGC, and the independent candidates there. Now then get for decide this vote tomorrow. C4C, NGC, chiefs. Now then get for decide. Now then get for decide tomorrow. But wait till me they call for the opposition MP them. No catwalk. No moonwalk. Nothing. Una steady. Una make una argument today. Only be thank you for the stars. It look like say today. Now only be na win for the stars. I know more glad he say I still wake late and I still run kaya. But now wait. Constitution change or no change? Let us focus on feeding and caring for the people. Just a new research. An hungry man and an angry man. Okay. We don't need them. Nobody tomorrow. Let them face the music. When I say when I want welfare bill, when I go work for them. I did the work they start. Gracefully if una lose tomorrow, because every thing inside we they allude say the SLPP go get this one in their favor. Everything inside we they allude that one day. Una gracefully lose, but una show we say una been dede like say una go there for we. But if una waka come on do, if una opt say una no dey do am, any contrary you una do, una say una sell out. Because what they go around say una na sell out, una get for go una dey pa. They say una don't take money already. So anything they say una can go there na drama no una can make, because waiting do una can know una arrange una self. Una want police for car inside tomorrow? Una want to? Okay, Ezekiel, thank you for the stars. Agnes Ulema to send be don't send stars. So thank you, Agnes. We don't want to. And there, Mr. Speaker, again, you name it not good though. It not good. So they beg you, do the needful. Let them vote. Let we see who that they in favor and who that they against. We don't want ye and nay. We don't want them. If that new one we don't begin so say all man team up, let them team up. Who they watch for the independents then? Who watch for NGC and see for suicide ND. Independent, when I join them, let it be say them promise I say them they add and they don't they know add and they. Now you don't so. Hey yeah, the chief they not get nothing for lose. They not because they not mix by this so. They not mix by this. Alright. They left here. We'll go there tomorrow. Let me see how everything get for play out tomorrow. Also, till we meet again, Triple A say tata.